Can you believe it's current year and we are still talking about racist teams like the Cleveland Indians? Indians hate that name. I'm sorry. First Nation people of colors hate that name. The Canadian Aboriginals and the North American Aboriginals hate that name. And Canadians, once again, always one step ahead, are motioning to file an injunction to prevent that name from being used. They should just be called the Cleveland Bad Boys. Would you have the Cleveland Niggers as a team? The Cleveland Kikes? No, you wouldn't. Or the Cleveland Losers? No, that wouldn't be allowed. So just because you think it's empowering to have an Indian there, it's not good because you're naming your team after a negative thing. You clearly think it's a negative term. That's why you named your team after it. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Let's roll the tape. This is a Canadian guy talking to another Canadian guy about it.
George, actually, I have one of the lawyers that's involved in this case.
Oh, one of the lawyers,
bringing forward the injunction. His name is Michael Swinwood. Michael, what are you proposing to do?
Now, I know, hold on a sec. Can you just stop it here? I know that he appears to be very white. I know he looks like a white man, but he has the large nose feature that many Aboriginals have. So he is at least some part Indian. And some people will be confused because they'll say, every time I seem to see a Canadian speak with authority on Native American issues, they tend to have blonde hair and blue eyes and look pretty Nordic to me. What is he, 1%? Well, just to counter that, I'd like you to notice that he has a vest on with some designs on it and some sort of strange little beaded purse around his neck. So he actually is Canadian First Nations because he has stuff on him like he has a turtle brooch. So he knows what he's talking about. And he has the same cartoon nose that Chief Wahoo has. But anyway, he's going to explain it more. You don't need a white man white-splaining you what this is about. Go ahead, sir.
What we're proposing to do is have a hearing in front of the Superior Court of Justice seeking to enjoin the Cleveland baseball team from using the logo while they're in the province of Ontario. That is the Chief Wahoo logo, which from our perspective
Chief
depicts
Wahoo,
Native people, Indigenous people,
Chief Wahoo,
in a demeaning and
lawyer.
derogatory and discriminatory way.
Proof that he's
so
First Nations.
Our goal is to have the court hear the injunctive application for the purposes of enjoining.
By the way, I keep giggling because I'm remembering a joke I heard the other day. Nothing to do with him.
Logos being displayed.
Would you allow the word Indian still on the uniform?
Well, it's connected. It's totally connected, and that's really the amazing thing about it is that
it is amazing.
It's going to raise a whole debate about the issue of the word Indian. What is an Indian? You know, is it some Spanish guy who got lost on the way to the Indian Ocean? Or is it...
Watch how he drops knowledge about all the tribes.
I know Algonquin, I know Mi'kmaq, I know Chilcotin, I know Lillooet, I know all these nations. But an Indian, most Indians I know live in India.
Yeah. That's
he knows a lot of Indians in
It's
India. Okay, that's enough of that. Here's the deal, dudes. Indians hate that name. Indians hate names like Redskins and they hate any kind of Braves. All those names for sports teams are very, very offensive to people of Indian color, to red people. When you use those names, you are mocking them. You're not glorifying them. You're making fun of them. And you hurt Indians every time. Study after study shows that Indians hate that. So it's not just white people showboating and virtue signaling. It's white people trying to erase the hundreds of years of oppression. And if you go and watch the Cleveland Indians and you even look at that cartoon, what you're saying is, I love genocide. Well, call me old-fashioned, but I think genocide is wrong. Hi, folks. That was a Rebel Media short. I have my own show on Rebel Media called How's It Going? You got to pay for that one. Check it out right here.